Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha and welcome back to another episode of Post Market Analysis for today, that is 19th of March 2021. And a lot of you might think that the trend has reversed, but let's start looking at the daily time frame chart of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So you will see that Nifty, we opened up gap down today and we saw some intense selling pressure in the first half of the day, but then the second half we saw an amazing rally, and we'll look at that in the intraday chart. The good part is that we have closed above the 50-day exponential moving average on a daily time frame on Nifty 50. But what we need to understand is that basically I had mentioned that we might see a pullback, because you generally see that from the last six daily candles you will see that we have been having six consecutive red candles. So some pullback is required, right? And if you look at the historical pattern as well, so even here you can see that we had six consecutive red candles, and after that we had two green candles, and that's what we can see that this pullback was expected. And as I mentioned that we might also go to 15,000 eventually, and then we might start falling again. So yeah, these pullbacks are common, and market doesn't fall or rise in one single way. So it generally goes up, it comes down, and then it again goes up, and so on. So these retracals are common and this will happen. Let's have a look at the daily chart for Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, one interesting thing you will see is that we have closed exactly at the 50-day exponential moving average on a daily time frame. So the 50-day exponential moving average, as you can see on the chart, happens to be at 34115.10, and if you look at the closing, so the closing has also been exactly pinpoint at that particular level. So it's again a good scenario. So again here we can say that it is again a pullback, and we still cannot say that the trend has reversed. If we see two more consecutive green candles for 2 days, then we can say that maybe the trend has reversed. But again, one of the things to note is that today we have closed the week, and Monday is going to be a new week and a new start. So we'll see how things turn up, and a lot also depends on the global cues and how the US markets and the European markets behaved, and where do they close today. So yeah, that's one thing. And again here you will also see that we had six consecutive red candles, and after that some pullback is expected, and that's what we saw today. So let's have a look at the intraday charts now. So if I talk about Nifty, let me switch this to 15 minutes. And yeah, if I talk about Nifty, so you can see that what immense selling pressure we saw in the first 15 minutes. This red candle clearly demonstrates that. And if I also show you the volume, so the volumes were skyrocketingly high. You can see what sort of volume was there in the first 15 minutes. And after that, it has been a straight recovery. And generally it happens that already if the sentiment is negative, and if you are opening a huge gap down, although it was not a huge gap down, but still if you are opening gap down, so some pullback is expected, and that's what we saw today. And again what happened was that basically Nifty did go to 14,650 initially, but then it looked like it was a trap move, and then it again fell, and then it again rose. So again, see the kind of volatility in the markets, and it's really hard to trade. I will be very honest that these markets are hard to trade. It's not easy to trade in these kind of markets. That's one thing. If I show you Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty again, okay, let me disable these things so that it's a bit clear. Yeah, so now if I show you Bank Nifty again, similar story as Nifty. We opened gap down, we saw some intense selling pressure, and then after that we saw some pullback, then again we came down, and then again we went up. So it's again, crazy volatility in the markets. Once again, I mention this every day, but if you observe closely, so you would have again made money using the 50 EMA strategy for Bank Nifty today. So yeah, that's really great. And yeah, so Bank Nifty is also looking good, and the good part is that we have closed above 34,000, but again we still cannot be sure that this is a pullback or the trend has changed. We again need to wait for a couple of days, and probably after that we'll know confirm. So yeah, that was about the price action for today, and the levels for Nifty and Bank Nifty. So yeah, let's have a look at the next section. And our next section was supposed to be the option chain analysis. Yeah, so let me open up the option chain, and we'll see what sort of levels are we getting from there. Okay, so here is the monthly option chain for March, and first of all let's have a look at Bank Nifty. So you will see that the highest call is still, the highest open interest on the call side is still maintained on 36,000, and yesterday also I showed that it was on 36,000. So as I mentioned that this might be a pullback, and people are still expecting a fall. So 36,000 has the highest OI. And if I talk about the second highest OI, so surprisingly that happens to be at 37,000. So somehow people still think that 35,000 might be tested again and we might trade above that. So but again there is some significant OI here as well. But again in a couple of days more we'll know the clear picture and where is the OI shifting and where people are interested to write calls, or basically what would be a strong resistance for Nifty Bank. Talking about on the put side, so put side again 33,000 as I mentioned happens to be a really strong support for Bank Nifty, and we almost went till 32,200 today. But there from there on we basically witnessed a bounce, and that's what we have seen. So yeah, that's one thing. So 33,000 and 36,000, that is the broader range which I can say. Let's have a look at the option chain for Nifty as well. So again in Nifty yesterday I told you that the highest open interest on the put side was on 14,500, and that is still intact today. So we can see that there is an open interest of roughly about a 43.2 lakh on the 14,500 strike price. The second highest open interest again maintains on 14,000 and it stays intact as it was yesterday. Talking about the call side, so basically here you can see that again there is some heavy call writing happening, and the highest open interest still is intact on 16,000, which was also the case yesterday. Again 15,500 we have again some significant open interest, and 15,000 there is some less, but again that is also significant with the 36 lakh contracts open here. So again people are expecting that we might touch again 15,000 and maybe trade a little bit above as well, but 15,500 happens to be a very strong resistance, and we haven't even tested 15,500 even once, so it won't be easy to break it in one single go. Yeah, so that was about the option chain. The next segment that we have is the levels and the game plan for tomorrow, that is Monday. So the levels, again if I will just pause the screen for a while and you can note the levels and probably take a note of it. This was for Bank Nifty, and you can see that these levels are respected by the markets as such. And if I talk about Nifty, again I have marked the important levels for you, so you can have a look at that as well. I am sure that you have noted the levels by now. So let's have a look at the global cues now. Again the global cues look mild positive to flat. Again Dow futures is struggling to trade above 32,800. US 500 is about 3900, so that's a good sign, and it made a low of roughly about 38.99, which is okay. Nasdaq was down and it was even below 12,800, but then it recovered and we are trading about 12,850, probably because the US 10-year bond yield has decreased today and it has fallen. So that's one positive sign, but again it might shoot up again, we really do not know. So let's hope for the best and see what happens next. Talking about the European futures, so DAX is again struggling to trade above 14,700, and it tried to go up till 14,759, but thereafter it witnessed profit booking and it has been struggling to stay above 14,700. CSE should hold 6,000, as I mentioned yesterday also, it's a very important psychological support for CSE, and FTSE is also trading heavily negative at about a discount of roughly 124 points, or a fall of roughly 1.82% as on date. So yeah, that was about the global cues, and I do expect that we might see some negativity here as well, because all the positive news again has been factored in, and yeah, let's see how do these markets turn up, and accordingly we'll act on Monday as well. That was about the global cues. The important levels I have already shared. The possibilities and the game plan, again you must wait and watch rather than taking any particular trade, because as I showed you and I also mentioned that there's going to be volatility on both sides at least till March. So it's better to be on sidelines if you are not having some experience, and if you are a beginner, it's good to watch the market from sidelines. I'm sure that you will learn a lot of new things. Now let's talk about our last segment, which is any long-term investment opportunities in today's market. So we'll talk about that, but before that let's also see if the institutional figures are out. So unfortunately even today the institutional figures are not out by this time I'm recording this video, and I will make a separate video on how to read and interpret the institutional figures, specifically the data in the derivative segment. The cash market is a straightforward number which is easy to interpret and understand, but I'm sure that there has been some heavy buying today again by the FIIs. So unfortunately the numbers are not out, so I will not be able to comment on that. But let's have a look at the stock pick for today, which is going to be DMart or Avenue Supermarts. Now undoubtedly it's one of the best stocks that you can consider for long-term investment, and the stock really falls, and when it falls people are picking up good deliveries. We'll see that soon. But in today's trading session the stock fell over 2.4%, which was not that great, And if I talk about 1 month, so the stock is again available at a discount of roughly about 2.64%. The all-time high that the stock has hit is roughly about 3300. And if you look at the all-time high, so from an all-time high, it's available at a discount of more than 10%. So that's really great, and it could be a good long-term bet. In 1 year, the stock has given you returns of more than about 62%, and in 5 years, the stock has given you good returns of over a 360%. So that's really great. Talking about the buying levels for this stock, so let's have a look at the intraday chart or the daily chart. And on a daily time frame, you will see that the stock has closed below its 50-day exponential moving average, but the stock has been falling consecutively for the last 1 week, more than a 1 week to be precise. So I do expect some bounce from here on, and again you can start accumulating the stock on each dip from here on. So yeah, that was the stock pick for today, that is DMart. And yeah, with this we come to the end of this post-market analysis report. I hope you liked this particular video. If you did, please consider pressing the like button and subscribe to this channel for more such content. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day ahead.